Well, hello. Okay. Um. eh, Okay. We're gonna do probably not short stream, but we're gonna do a couple of dumps. Um. I hope I get out of this first part soon, because first I'm not So the first thing we're gonna do today is or more like I will do. No. So the first thing I'm gonna do today, or we're gonna do today, is please, brain, think. We're gonna do a Final Fantasy character tier list. However, as you might expect, not everyone has played all the Final Fantasy games, especially not me. So there's a lot I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna pretty much stop at the, I think pretty much at the midway, because new you wouldn't imagine, but newer games tend to have more important characters usually, and yeah. So even if I'm going to start, I'm probably gonna stop at Final Fantasy X, because the rest forward, I pretty much know nothing. The only things I know is from the Final Fantasy in a Nutshell series. So yeah, definitely I'm getting like the only thing I got from those games is someone else's impression about them. So it's not fair to do anything about them. Yeah. For the others, I have at least maybe not played all the games. Like I've never played Final Fantasy X, but I did watch Muffle play through all Final Fantasy X, and I'm kind of fine with considering that as something I did. You know, I don't need to play all the games ever. There are some things I really need to play, but I don't feel like I need to play Final Fantasy X. Sorry. Um, I don't hate it, by the way. But yeah, life is short and there's too many games to play. So yeah, another one I haven't played, but I think I can kind of wing it, is Final Fantasy IX. I don't hate it, should be a category. I might actually do something about it, about the tiers, because I don't like the usual S A B C D E F. At least I'm gonna name them different, just to kind of give myself some sort of guidance, I guess. Yeah, because to me, S A B C D F don't mean anything, especially if I'm going to be like, I don't know. Usually people have like a tier, like A tier, and they start doing like ordering them, and it kind of doesn't make sense to to order stuff when, yeah, I don't know. It should be Aussie A B C D F. No, Aussie goes to the end because it's trash. No, no, sorry. No, 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 no. No, Aussie is unknown. SABCD, xenophobe, trash, human garbage. You know who is xenophobe? Uh, Waka is a xenophobe. Not Waka, the Armen guy. But Waka, the Final Fantasy X Waka. No, you're not trash. Shut up. Or else I'm gonna ban you. Don't talk bad about my friend. You stop. No. Oh, you piece of. Okay. Um. But yeah. Yes, but Ozzy, come on, chin up. You're stupid. Yeah. I'll be in the Ozzy tier. Yeah. I mean, human beings. All human beings are in a different tier, except 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 rich people. They are in the trash. Anyway, we're gonna start right away because again, I kind of want to get over this before 5:40. Yeah, you're not fellow. I'm gonna. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Does nothing. Wait, where's the voice? I lied. It did something. It does nothing. Yeah, it's supposed to do text to voice. Text TTS text to speech is the right thing. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do right away. I'm gonna change to the scene. Say hello to yeah. So we're gonna listen to all the mix of from YouTube. Now I got ready the browser. Here's the browser on screen. We're gonna watch the browser for a little bit. Uh, yeah, yeah. I had that ready. Sumi. Anyway, I think this should look all right. I think I can still cut a little bit of the sides, because one little thing I really don't like about Tier Maker is that I always have trouble with looking at the pictures. So I'm gonna actually just do like this. How about this? Maybe it'll make moving the stuff a little bit harder, but it should make a little bit more visible what each thing is. Hopefully, it makes sense. The other thing is order in the bottom thing is important because some of the arts are a little bit hard to. I was very like I started another tier list, but I don't know why I didn't continue with that one. I think I have the same issue because the other one I found the images themselves are like what they did is instead of arts they used sprites. They and all the I think the sprites come from is it Brave Exvius? I think it's Brave Exvius. Exvius. The mobile game that has like a lot of characters. Yeah, they each have like special sprites. Um, I was gonna use that, but I have a little bit of trouble too with that one. Like eventually, I kind of feel like they kind of blend together, so I wasn't sure about it. Um, Hopefully these ones are clear enough, because yeah, and yeah, just in case, Raim, there's a lot of characters I don't know either, but I know up to at least Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9. I kind of know them. Um, yeah, by osmosis because I haven't played Final Fantasy 9 fully, and then Final Fantasy 10 I kind of know them too. We're gonna try our best. Okay, so we're gonna start off. Final Fantasy 1 only has two characters here. Technically, only has two characters. Three. Let's see. There is Bahamut. There is the princess. Technically, is a character. Garland is actually a character. The warrior light is a lie. I'm gonna. Oh, that's the other thing. F is gonna be actually like no personality. um, Subarashi. This doesn't make sense. Um, so maybe this is favorites. Technically, what I want to um maybe Stecky. Uh, best boys and girls, but uh, eh. This is decent. And I'm gonna do like cool, amazing. I should give different names maybe, but yeah. So I think I already did the thing, but yeah. So my issue with the Warrior of Light is that technically he doesn't exist. He's in the artworks. He looks pretty cool. I really like his design, but he doesn't exist in the game. So I'm sorry. Also, I don't know if in the game is meant to split himself in four other characters. Maybe that's the thing, but they didn't add that in the introduction, like because there is no introduction. Maybe it's in the manual. Like the warrior light came to Corneria and then he split into four bodies, or maybe when he fell from the sky because who knows where those guys came from anyway. But yeah, warrior light doesn't exist, so it goes straight into end. Garland. Garland has a little bit of personality. I kind of like Garland, but at the same time, he doesn't exist technically either in the game. So I kind of feel like putting him in decent. Yeah. I really like Garland, but at the same time, there's not much to love. um, and I guess it's a product of its time or something. I don't know. Like there is not much from him for the most part, and I mean it's technically part of the plot device, or not the plot device. Sorry, the it's part of the twist that you don't see this guy until the end, and it's like, wahaha, it was me all along. Here's the definition of that meme. Yeah, I mean there is backstory and all that. I don't really know it. Maybe that's part of it, but I think maybe because I haven't played a lot of side games or read anything like Illy will probably murder me. Um, maybe. Please don't kill me, Illy. But from what I remember from the game, it's not much what you get from him. Um, that's another thing. So I have definitely not played Final Fantasy VII in its entirety, but I kind of have a general understanding of the story, even if it's not really complete. And and then there is the side games, which I know absolutely nothing. So uh, I'm gonna please don't kill me. That's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, Firion. So I love Final Fantasy 2, but Firion is not really much of a character. Even if they do have a little bit more, but Firion, Maria, and Leon. Actually, Leon, no. Firion and Maria are kind of interchangeable, kind of. Firion has one scene, and I think the only reason he got that scene is because he's a man, and I guess because he's technically the main protagonist. But I don't feel like Firion really does anything that gives him like he doesn't really have like even if he's technically the protagonist, he doesn't do anything or has anything in the story that makes him different, except that scene pretty much, and maybe some mentions here and there. Like you don't even get named in that game. So I'm gonna put Firion, Maria, and I think Leon too. Like even Leon has some cutscenes. You know that I'm leaving this one for later because this goes right into Beaver. It's just because it's funny. I guess it's because Final Fantasy 2 doesn't have too much. Maybe that's why for me Beaver Boy goes up. Guy, it's funny, and I don't know why, but that sticks with me. I don't really like using Guy because technically all of them are kind of the same, but I kind of don't like leveling him up just because he's a little bit slower. He's meant to be like a physical tank, I guess. Uh, I mean, you level them up all, level them all up at the same time. But yeah, the thing is that I usually do solo runs in Final Fantasy 2 because I don't know, because it's fun to break the game. Um, but I don't know. Leon betrays you, but I don't know enough about it. Yeah, like the thing with Leon is also like he gets very late in the game. There's actually some other characters I like from Final Fantasy 2 which they are not here. I think they didn't add any NPCs in this list, but I actually like someone like Rickard, even even if he's not like he doesn't have a lot. I also appreciate Joseph. Um, Joseph gives his life and so on. I don't know why he's sti- he's stuck up with me for some reason. And then even if she's not really good, I really like Layla and yeah, Rickard. And then Gordon and I think I'm forget Scott. Gordon and Scott can go away because I don't care about them. Scott doesn't even get to your party or anything. Um, and then Hilda is all right. Okay, Rain, take care and have a good exam and stuff. But yeah, anyway, there's a lot of characters in Final Fantasy too. But yeah, from those I really like Rickard and I forgot the other name. Yeah, Septa a little bit, but yeah, especially Rickard. I don't know. I think the guy is cool. As for the Emperor, I like his stick, and I kind of appreciate him. I'm gonna put him in cool because I really like his concept. Like technically, he's very straightforward, and I kind of appreciate that. He's I don't feel like he's overdone. He's just like very straight to the point. Is someone that has ambitions, and at times a little bit like a technically it's not comic relief, but he kind of gets into comic relief. I don't know. I don't know. I like him, and he defeats both heaven and hell. He gets split into two, and somehow his ambition uh, makes him the emperor of both heaven and hell. It's like what the fuck? What the hell's wrong with this? I love it. Okay, and that is Final Fantasy 2. Final Fantasy 3. Okay, so these are the four characters from Final Fantasy 3DS. Not 3DS. Final Fantasy 3DS. Sorry, that's a dumb remark. Anyway, um, I have many problems with these guys because they don't really add much to the in general. Technically, what they do is add a little bit more flavor to the introduction, and then they're forgotten forever. And yeah, so they're not gonna fall into no personality, but they're going here. This guy is slightly better, and Refia is technically up around here, but I think the only one I really don't like is Angus, is just because I don't know. I don't know I don't like his personality. Even if none of them have a lot of it. Yeah. And then Cloud of Darkness. Cloud of Darkness. The problem is that technically it doesn't have personality. So I should pretty much drop it here. Maybe like this because she's at least in the game, unlike the Warrior of Light. Um, there's many things I like about Cloud of Darkness. I really like her design. I actually like her battle in especially in the DS version. And the original, I know it's very basic because it's she's pretty much just spamming her single attack. But I mean that's all she needs. So I guess I mean I guess it's boring, but I don't know. And I like the differences with the US version. It's it's absurdly difficult. Um, Especially because Final Fantasy 3 and DS has the same issue where you have to beat one, two, three. Um, I think yeah, it's like three dungeons back to back without healing, and two of those without saving. Technically, the labyrinth you don't need to do it without healing, but you still need to go back and do like you don't necessarily beat it over and over, but in order to go back to your airship, you have to go back the entire dungeon, which is the labyrinth of Earth, and yeah. But then after you exit the labyrinth of Earth, you have a single tile to save in the world map, and then enter the Crystal Tower, which I don't remember the name in the DS version. I think some of those change a little bit the names, and then um, you get thrown in the dark world. I think the DS version also has like healing after because you have to beat four bosses inside of the dark world, and I think you get healed or something like that. I don't remember the DS version. I know that the NES version doesn't. You have to heal with your own resources. Um, I played it twice. But yeah, that has nothing to do with characters. But yeah. Uh, so I'm gonna throw her no personality just because she doesn't get too much in the game. There's a little bit of personality, but the thing with Cloud of Darkness is that she's meant to be more like a manifestation, like it is the manifestation of power or something like that. Like she's not really a being. It's more like a force of nature. Dash fantasy. Anyway, we're gonna move to the next one. I think this one is. I don't know why these people do this, but this kind of confuses me. But yeah, this I think this is yeah this is Dark Knight Cecil, and this is Paladin Cecil. They're gonna merge. Goodbye. So Cecil and Cecil. So technically, Cecil is where you have actual like Final Fantasy IV is where characters start to have technically like they start having a personality. Technically, Final Fantasy II already has, but they get more of the spotlight. I guess this is why they put the Dark Knight and Paladin because I feel that Dark Knight Cecil gets a little bit more than Paladin. Paladin eventually becomes just your avatar of light, and so it's more like I'm doing good and I'm doing good deeds. Uh, Touch fantasy into trash. No, I'm gonna put them in decent both because I don't really feel like they are stellar. They have cutscenes, and there's the cutscenes with Rosa, but at the same time, I don't feel like having cutscenes means that they have like character development. Okay, no, they actually have character development. This thread to this, um, and then there's the plot twists, stuff with um, what's his name? I forgot. Golbis and so on. But yeah, I kind of I don't know. Cecil is alright. It's just not something I feel like super compelled about. I like Kane, on the other hand. I don't know if here or here. I actually think Kane might be first, my second one from here. Probably better than Beaver. Beaver, Beaver guy. I like Kane because, yes, he he betrays us pretty much the whole game. I didn't remember how much he betrays you in the game. Like, I know that he betrays you more than once, but I didn't remember that it was pretty much towards the end of the game where you finally say like, okay, guy, we're gonna be looking at you. I'll be watching you because you're gonna you're gonna double cross us again. And if you do, I'm gonna kill you. That's what Edge says, I think. Into Trash Trans Fantasy. Actually, no, I really like Kane because I feel like um he's got some what is the right word? It's not drama. He's got I don't know, like things going on, and some of the others do too. But at certain point, they become a little bit not as interesting. I feel Kane is one that you see until the end. He's still um, oh, I almost got the word I was looking for. Conflicted. Like Kane is conflicted until the end. Like he decides to not go to Cecil's party, marriage, wedding thing. Yeah, it still got like things he's not over with, and I appreciate that. Um, yeah, really. Oh, thank God they didn't put both because that's another one I get annoyed with. So Rydia, trash. No, just kidding. Technically, we all love Rydia, I guess. Although there's worse things about Rydia because when you think about it, what age, how old is she? Um, if time flows differently, then I guess she's actually like a teenager, right? Or like late, like almost 18 or something like that. She's not 10 years old when she comes back. I'm not sure. But also like I don't know, like that's kind of weird to think about. Especially because you later on go again, and if you think about how much time it passed since the last time you saw her, and how many years is she older now? So what happens if you go to the land of summons for 10 minutes? Doesn't mean that it's like 1 month in real life. In the I don't know. There's time shenanigans that I don't appreciate. But also like if it's just that she got like I don't know, she got older without passing time, then what the heck? She's still like a 10-year-old. Anyway. Um Rosa, I don't really care. I might actually put Rosa here because one thing I have with Rosa is that she doesn't do anything in the game. She's the best healer. She's probably one of the best characters in the game, and you actually appreciate her when she's around. But as a character, she's she's the motive for Kane and Cecil, I guess. But other than that, she's damsel in distress. 27. Holy. Okay. So 20 years. But So it's way more than I imagined. I thought that she was like, I don't know, like 10 or something, and then went to the land of summons, maybe 8 years or so. And it's still a lot because I guess it's part of like how exactly does it take you to do stuff in the game? But yeah, uh, weird to think about. But it's 20 years. How much do you spend in the visiting the thing? Anyway, Sid. I think someone said that Sid is boring. I think Sid is. I like Sid. That's what I'm gonna say. He's not the best, but I appreciate some things in him. I'm gonna put Sid. I don't know if decent. Definitely better than this. Um, the thing with Sid is that he's comic relief. Um, however, he doesn't he doesn't work alone. Like by himself, he's very boring. But when he um, when he interacts with someone else, usually ends up in shenanigans because he speaks it. Um, he speaks out his mind. That happens with Yang, with Edge. He also a little bit with Tela, and I think he also. I don't remember he even gets to see Fusoya, but yeah. Speaking of Edge, I'm gonna throw Edge here because he's the real funny man. Uh, yeah, nothing else to say. I think Edge is very funny, and I think yeah, I really like Edge. That's about it. I like his motivation, I guess. I mean, no, his motivation is pretty straightforward. His revenge, it makes sense within the story. Um, but I think I like more like when he comes into the group. I think he starts um I don't know, like his interactions are funny. He doesn't interact much with Cecil, I think. Neither with Rosa, but neither. Oh well, actually, with Kane he does a little bit. He's the one that says that he's gonna murder Kane if he doesn't behave, and he's in love with Ross. Not Rosa. He's in love with Rydia, kind of. Well, at least kind of oohing, oohing. I don't know. I like him. He does more than other characters in the entire game. He's got good cutscenes, I guess. Um, Young, I really like. I'm gonna put in cool. Um, I don't think I have a lot to say about Young. I just like him. I think he's cool in general. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Edward, I'm sorry, but I don't like Edward. I'm gonna put it up around here. He's got some things going, but he just stops existing after the magnetic cave thing with the elf. That's very that's very much where he stops having anything to do in the story. I know that he later on appears a little bit. Uh, I think he's in a tank or something when you're fighting the giant of Avil, but that's about it. And the same happens with Seed and some others, Yang too. Like they pretty much appear there too, kind of a cameo pretty much in their own game. But I think Edward stops appearing way sooner, and even before the Magnet Cave, he doesn't appear much more. He doesn't do much. He's got the thing with what is her name? Anna. She appears in one of his dreams or in the night. I actually don't actually know how she appears and all that. But that's about it. Like pretty much at that moment, his character arc is pretty much done. Um, yeah, it's kind of removed from the story a little bit. I'd say. I don't know if that's right, but yeah. But I will put them in best boys, but I'm gonna throw them in cool. I like their skits. Unfortunately, they disappear pretty soon, so they don't do as much. Um, but I think they're kind of memorable, even if I don't really like their designs. But yeah, I could put them actually like this. I like Parom. Padom, actually. Tela is the best. I'm gonna leave it like that. Fuck it. Um, I really like Tela. I think he's a very cool man. As a character, sucks. As a party member, he sucks. But I like his character. He's very angry, and then he commits the ultimate sacrifice by using his life. Unfortunately, sages suck. Actually, yeah. Well, yes and no. In Final Fantasy 3, they kind of were the ultimate mage, but at the same time, they have very little, like half almost, MP points, magic points per level. Uh, and this one, sages are also nerfed because the only sage you find is too old to remember his own spells, which is very funny. But yeah, as a party member, obviously um, he's not good at all. But I really like his character. I don't know, and just, yeah, and I like that he stays dead. So his sacrifice is actually real, real. Okay. Anyway, um, Fusoya. Can I put this here? He exists, so he's more than Warrior Light. Um, he's got more than two cutscenes where, more than, like, he does he delivers the plot pretty much, and that's about it, I think. And then he leaves with Golbez, and Golbez is actually cool, I think. But at some point, Golbez falls down. Um, yeah, and also the problem with Golbez for me is that um he's meant to be the all, like, he's meant to be very strong, but you're always chasing him, and every time you get to him, you defeat him, but then he defeats you with with funny arm ghost hand. Actually, that only happens once, but somehow it makes me feel like, I don't know, like he's not as strong as he's supposed to be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave Golvis there. Maybe that's part of the intention. Um, there's a little bit of Tela there. When he fights with Tela, you kind of see a change in Golbez. Sorry, you kind of see a change in Golbez. That's kind of fun, cool, whatever. Um, so yeah, there's some character development in Golbez. I guess maybe I just wished he was a little bit more. No,
I mean, he's for an antagonist, is kind of an on screen enough. I don't know. There's something I'm missing with Golbis, but I'm not really sure what. Um, but I kind of like him anyway. Golbis top tier. He says his brother. Oh, was he? Night night. Thanks for coming. I'm sorry if I didn't. See, this is why I wanted to do. I kind of want to hurry up with this because I really want to start Lifeline. Uh, but I'm talking too much. God damn it. I'm not really good at talking anyway. I'm not good at talking. Okay, Final Fantasy 5. What do I do with this? Okay, so I'm struggling. I think I'm gonna throw Bart's. They're either here or here. I think maybe there. Yeah, yeah. So Bart has some personality. I think it's not like the most interesting character. He's also very um yeah, like Final Fantasy protagonist personality. But there's also his backstory is kind of interesting. I think you. I mean, technically, Cecil also gets backstory. Um, I guess the maybe the theme of Final Fantasy V is that the characters themselves don't have as much personality, or more like they don't carry as much the personality of the game. I'm gonna say, except for one guy. I think Galuf is good. Um, Galuf is funny. Galuf is where you put the money in. Yeah. Um, yeah. He's got he's got relation with your with Bart's dad and stuff. And then he goes and fights this guy, Gigamesh, and so on. I don't know. There's cool stuff going with Galuf in the end, and also tragic end before the game ends. Unfortunately, Kryle is not very interesting. She's just that she's just there to complete the four character party. So yeah, she goes. There she goes. Actually, no. Okay, so she's not A because she, just like Bart's, I think she does have a little bit going on in personality wise, but I feel like in the end you don't see that in the general aspect of things. Like she's got personality, but it doesn't have any impact in the story, kind of, because yeah, like the friends with the Mogul and whatever, and then she receives her grandpa's powers, and because Crystal, I don't know, and that's it. That's pretty much where her character arc ends. Yeah, Faris, I think she carries too. You know what? I'm gonna throw Faris there. This kind of become the waifu zone, but thing is, I really like Faris, especially when you go back to Tycoon after going like you go to Galus world and do the stuff, and then you go back to your world and you're in Tycoon, and she's like, I don't feel like I don't feel that I fit here or something like that, and she decides to escape with you. Bart is going, and she's like, take me with you. We're gonna go on adventure. I don't know. I really like that part. It kind of felt natural. And she decides to leave her long lost sister. That's interesting. I know. I really like that. Like she's like, I don't really like living here. I gotta go. Hey, are you going out? Okay, I'm going with you. Lena, I think, is also from this side. I think it's a little bit better than um, it's better than Kryl just because she's kind of Faris story, and that's about. And yeah, I don't really remember much about Lena. Like she saves the Hiryu, and she's got relationship with people that know her because she's princess, and she's got a dad, and that's about it, I think. So yeah, she's a plot device, I guess. Five top tier with Rydia, yeah. Now the top tier is Stella. Stella, get it? Stellar. Aha. Actually, you know what? Stella. There you go. Gilgamesh. I know it. This is very loved um, comic relief guy, and I do like Gilgamesh, but not as much. I think I'm gonna throw them cool. I think I really appreciate. Um, I really like comic relief characters, especially in these first games, because let's be honest, um, the stories aren't that developed. Let's say, like they're not going for like they're kind of crazy in essence, but they're not as crazy as later installments. So I feel like the comic relief in these first games feels less out of place because later on they make some stuff that is very silly, but sometimes it feels very awkward. But I think that's especially in the newer games. I don't know. Hot take, I guess. Um, Next death. He's Mwahahaha. X death. So X death, I think, is kind of Cloud of Darkness, but at the same time, is uh cookie cut evil guy. I do I like this? I really, I think X death is all right. Maybe better than these people, just because he feels like he does things. I guess I'm fine here. Maybe better than this. Do I feel good about that? Yeah. I don't really have much to say about X Death. He does what he wants, and that's about it. Um, Not really sure if he's got like wants and desires, because I'm not really sure what the heck is X Death. Like it's like evil incarnate, but then when he gets thrown into the void, or the void devours him, spoilers, um he's like, no. I always thought that was kind of funny because I didn't know Xdeath was so emotional, I guess. Maybe I don't know, like something about that makes me think about it. Like I never considered Xdeath as emotional. I do see him like being a little bit like he's not really angry or anything. It's just like, Mwahahaha, I'm gonna do this or something. I'm not really sure. Um, Terra. Oh God, How many are left? This is 13, so there's actually not that much that I am not going to rate. I don't. Yeah. I This is 15. Okay, let's try and finish this. Terra. Terra is plot device for a lot of parts. I mean, it's not really plot device. It's just that she's in, intertwined with the story, so it's not really plot device. Um, I like her end. Dun 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 dun. I'm not really sure what to do with Terra. I think I'm gonna throw her here. Better than you. I think Edward is Edward better than I think Bart's is better than Edward. There you go. I really don't remember a lot about Terra's story, but I do know that in the end she kind of starts uh like she learns the meaning of love, not in the traditional way, more like in the integral way, let's say, like caring for others and so on. That becomes her motivation. She becomes kind of a motherly figure, which is funny because she's very young. Um, but she takes care of the kids. That's good. Um, yeah. You know what? I like Terra more than. Yeah. How dare me? I'm gonna throw Terra here. Maybe better than bottom. No, he's fighting the Emperor. See. Um. Next, Celes. Um. So Celes, I don't remember. Celes Cole didn't finish her game, so I'm gonna put in no personality. Um, I think I think I'm gonna wing it with Celes because I don't really remember her stuff. I do remember the classic cutscene after Sid dies. I think she's kind of tragic at some point, especially at that one. Um, she's kind of also looking a meaning for moving forward, I guess. And also she's I feel like she's got kind of a complex with the thing that like she was part of the empire and then she joins these other people, finds in Locke someone, but at the same time she doesn't feel like she's worth something like that. I need to replay Final Fantasy 6. But yeah, I like Celis, but I don't remember a lot of her. I think at least it's better than this. I could place her on the side besides Terra. I'm gonna leave her here, and I'll move on. This is Strago. So I like Strago. Oh wow, I guess I like everything. Um, I don't really remember much about Strago besides he gets in a cult, which is kind. I think Strago. I don't remember very much, but Strago. I don't think he gets too much in the world of Ruin. Like he gets to be with Realm again, but other than that, like he gets into that cult, which is kind of weird. Like his law is like I guess he doesn't know that Realm is around, but I'm still like, so are you gonna get into a cult just because you can find your granddaughter? Are you gonna what are you doing? I didn't get you. He's like entranced. Maybe there's like mind control going on, but I don't know. I always felt like he got into like a Colt or an MLM or something like that. And besides that, I don't remember anymore anything else. He's kind of part of a town of magic people, and he decides to fight, and that's about it. I guess I'm gonna put him around here. Yeah, no, XDeath is better. You know what? XDeath is better than a fight. Um, Cyan. Cyan I like more than Strago. I think Celis shall go into cool. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. They're gonna be together. The only problem is that I don't really remember, or I feel like I'm forgetting parts of the story with Celis. I really like her. I actually like her more than Terra because she kind of has more presence, especially in World of Ruin, I guess. Um, but that's mostly because that's who you play as. And you start playing with as Celes in the World of Ruin, so I guess that's a little bit of bias in that. But yeah, I don't know. I like them. Cyan, I like more than Strago. I don't think I like as much as Terra or Celes. So I'm gonna place like in between. I think I like more than Garland. Yeah, Cyan. I think I really like what is tragic characters. I like tragic characters, and yeah, that's part of Cyan's shtick. He lost his wife and children, a child, only one. It's kind of yeah, I appreciate that kind of story, um, loss and so on. I like loss. Yes. Um, let's try and move on because it's gonna be 2 hours of this. Uh, Edgar. You know, I don't really like Edgar that much. I like Edgar as a playable character, but not really as I don't I don't remember much. This is one of those that I actually don't remember anything about them. So I'm gonna put him around here. It's definitely better than and then Sabin I like his comic relief aspects. And suplexing the train, of course. So it's gonna get here, and you're not gonna ask why. Gao, I like Gao as a comic relief too. He's not really in the story though. He's going with Sid. I like him more than Sid. Dao, 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 Dao. Edgar does machine stuff with the castle, hits on the ladies, applies autocast for flash to break the world of balance. Sometimes Edgar does double-headed coin stuff. Hmm. Gao had more bits to do, make up how obnoxious he is to use in battle. Train suplex is all the +1. Yeah. Yeah, the train suplex is is the classic. Um I think I just like aspects from Sabin because his I don't know, I just like his personality more, like the way he interacts with the story, I guess sometimes. Like it's like in some places he acts like comic relief and some others um there's also the part where he's like right after you get to the town with Celes and you see Sabin for the first time and he's just holding a whole building. That's very memorable too. Like there's I think there's multiple sections where Sabin especially sticks stucks. Yeah, that. Um, yeah, Edgar is just that. Yeah, he's ladies man and all that, but it it just doesn't stick out with me. As a character, Edgar is one of the best, I think. But yeah, as a playable character, I mean, Luke. Um, I actually like Luke. Yeah. So Locke has the interactions with both Terra and Celes, so he's a two-timing idiot. Um, his kind. It's funny because Edgar is technically the ladies' man, but Locke is the one that's actually hitting on the ladies in this game, but not the child. um, yeah. Uh, with Terra, is kind of like I will protect you, and then forgets about her as soon as he sees Celes. Because Celes is the one that actually kind of what how to call it, like when like Celes and Locke have more interactions. I'd say that's about it. Because Terra is around there, but Terra is kind of fine by herself, except when he isn't when she isn't, and she's flying around the world as an Esper. But Celes is like at times she feels like she's dependent on someone else. I'm gonna put Locke here. He's not he's not better than Cole. No, you know what? And that's too high. But I do like some parts of his character. Setzer looks cool, but he doesn't do much except mourn for his friend. At times it looks like there was something else, but I don't know. Actually, no, yeah. He was gonna marry her. I think he's like carrying a ring or something. Some point. I think that it's not even implied. I think it's straight up said that he was gonna marry. I don't remember her name. Yeah, no, I don't remember her name. Sorry. The owner of the Falcon. Was it the Falcon? The other one is the Black Jack. No, I don't remember. Yeah, I think that the second one is the Falcon. I'm feeling around here because I like that part of Setzer, but then there's not much else, I think. And he's cool. Realm, I like Realm, but not that much. She's got funny cutscenes and interaction with Dog, but other than that, I don't remember much about her. Kefka, I'm gonna throw him to Stella. He's the real Sephiroth all along. No, yes, okay. Uh, yeah, I like Stella and Kefka. Uh, is that right? I really want to finish that. Uh, okay. I think you're gonna make people angry with what comes. So, please don't hurt me. Cloud, he's got good character arcs through the story, from what I know. I like the unreliable protagonist, the unreliable narrator thing that you got with Cloud. I like I like that the guy pretty much breaks at some point, and that's about what I remember. I think, like, yeah, I like those things. I'm feeling about cool because as a character, especially like no, I don't really want to think much about Advent Children because what I don't want to do is to judge more than the base games. Because if I open up the thing, like I'm very ignorant about Final Fantasy VII especially because there's like a million things, and I'm not gonna get. It's like Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts, the problem is that the story is not even finished. At least Final Fantasy VII was finished, and it had start and end. And I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna put Cloud in cool because he starts with C. Um, I don't know the details of Cloud, so I definitely don't understand intricate his intricate personality. But I'm gonna throw him in cool. I'm gonna forget he exists. Kingdom Hearts is best ignored for being faithful to Final Fantasy. Kingdom Hearts Cloud is more like Vincent or something. Yeah, I don't even gonna. I'm not even gonna bother about thinking about Kingdom Hearts appearances of Final Fantasy and characters. Like why? Anyway, why is separate in Kingdom Hearts? Anyway, Tifa is best girl. I'm gonna throw her in amazing just because. I think so. Again, I don't have the 100% details of even the first Final Fantasy VII, but I know the gist of it. From what I know, you have Cloud as the narrator for the start of the game, and then you have Tifa, who is pretty much like she doesn't want to call his like he doesn't she doesn't want to call his bullshit. She's like and I kind of like that because it's like this what is this guy doing because she I think she knows a lot of stuff that she thinks Cloud should know, and no, actually at the same time she doesn't know that you are the soldier in the thing that murdered Sephiroth and so on. So she also doesn't know that, but at the same time she's kind of I feel like she's very silent in the game, but I always feel like she's always like kind of fact checking Cloud in her mind, and I like that. But you never get to hear it. Dolphin uppercut, his best move. Cloud suddenly appears, full of bullshit and lies. Also knows he shouldn't know. Different tries to protect him and keep an eye on him. Yeah, so I like that, and I also like the way they did it. Usually, I get very it's not bothered, but I get very annoyed when there is some character that cold get you like they have information they could pretty much like let you know from the get like they could speak up and like hold on this doesn't make sense and say what's going on like I don't really like when when characters just don't say stuff when they especially when they know that something is not right but at the same time I don't know like I appreciate it. Hello, Ozzy. Welcome back. Reactive and otherwise tries to keep things going than confronting anything. Yes, when somebody knows something for the plot for showing, then they'll say anything. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing because I'm gonna do a parallel later with Final Fantasy X because they also do something similar, and I felt very annoyed with it. The whole Yuna thing. Um. Oh yeah, I should get no, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move forward because I'm not gonna play Lifeline if I continue blabbing. Uh, or I'm gonna lose all my life here. But yeah, I really like Tifa because of that. I appreciate a lot the thing they did. I think they did it. I'm gonna do a quick hot take, and I'm pretty sure I'm not right, but I like more the original way they did it than the remake. I'm not gonna explain why because I don't remember. It's just like things in the way they present it, but at the same time they also fix some of the stuff. Like it's kind of give or take. But yeah, we all have hot takes with the remake, I guess. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I don't know enough. I know even less. Barret, I actually like Barret. Um, I think I think Barret got good stuff in the remake. Yeah, I just said I'm not gonna say anything about the remake, and but yeah. So the thing with Dine and so on. Um, I like the. I think he's got more relevance at the start. I think he falls a little bit in importance later, but I guess he's got enough motivation, and also, I mean, Avalanche was born because he was trying to protect the planet, kind of in a very anarchist way, I guess. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. I just like his backstory, I guess. Um, Even if I feel like I'm missing a lot of details. Like the thing with Nine, let's see if I can even remember what is it. So, um, he's got his friend. They were technically the Avalanche stuff. Uh, Barrett was in a town where he fucked up pretty much and got kind of everyone hated him in the town at the end. I think because he fucked up and it was something related to Shinra. So that's how he got involved in the whole thing. And so his fight against Avalanche is both vendetta against Shinra, I think, and also, but it's also justified around the whole thing with like saving the world and so on. So I like that he's kind of what is the word I'm looking for? It's kind of he's kind of coping, I think, and I think that's kind of interesting because I mean his goal is technically right. He's not doing it the best way, especially at the start. Um, there is all the political stuff that, by the way, I feel like the original did it a bit better. I don't really like that the president late. I don't I should stop talking about remake because I haven't played it. I just have like little bits that I've seen or heard about. But yeah, like I don't like it being a whole conspiracy. Like it was me all along. I don't like that. I think anyway. But yeah, I like that his motivation is kind of not um like he's kind of figuring it out. Like he doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's kind of pushing through, like pushing forward, and I like that because eventually I think he kind of figures what he's gonna do. Carl's getting a macro reactor. Barry was for it, dying against. Suddenly Shinra blows up town for some reason. Everybody hates Barrett. He supported the reactor. Diane disappears. Barrett takes Diane's daughter, Marlene, and that's it. Yeah. Then he gets to Midgard, and he's pretty much against Shinra. So that yeah, so he's say like his words are like he's against Shinra because Shinra destroying the planet, but like his real motivation is more around the like making Shinra pay. So if a Godine didn't disappear, let go Dine. They're trying to get away from Shinra. Ah yeah, yeah. Dine technically died, quote unquote. Spoilers. But yeah, Shinra Mooks shot at them. That's right, at the yeah. yeah, but yeah, that's why I like Barret. I like when characters aren't like technically he's trying to be honest with himself, or more like yeah, more the other way around. Like he's not being honest with himself. His motivations are technically novel, but there's conflict there. I like that. I think that's the kind of things that Final Fantasy VII starts doing better, and I think that it does it better than others. Iris, I don't like. I'm gonna throw Ares around here because I think that Ares is very boring as a character. It's very, but again, I might be misremembering slash forgetting slash. Those are the same thing. Um, I might be forgetting about details because again, I am not 100% with Final Fantasy VII. But yeah, I think Ares is very um, what is it called? One dimensional. Um, she's kind of good person. That's about it. That's about the thing with great judgment. She's good. I'm sorry. I mean, her yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. Where is? She's definitely not as good as Cloud. It's just that she's kind of one dimensional. She's cool as a character, but yeah, I guess she'll be along with Sabin. Sabin is also very one dimensional. Definitely not better than you know what? You're too high. If I'm talking about one dimensionality, um yeah, I guess something like this. Kate Sith. So Kate Sid is a marionette from a guy that you never. Oh, no, actually, you do see him, but in cutscenes and all. Kate Sith is mounting the other thing, but that other thing definitely doesn't have any personality. the the giant mogul thing, robot. It's already a robot. It's a robot mounting a robot. Get in the robot, Kate Sith. Where is your robot? Um, I'm gonna throw him here. The remake gave him no, not Swedish. God damn it, what's the thing SBS? Um, anyway, the accent they gave him is pretty cool, but that's beyond. That's besides the point. I think I'm gonna leave him here. It's eh. It's eh. Sid, I don't really like that much Sid. I think it's cool. I think cool is what he is, but I don't think it's better than Cloud. Which one's the other one? He's definitely better than Aerith. Always swearing. He's very grumpy. Hates Shinra. But I think from Shinra haters, Barret does it better. Sorry, not sorry. I'll leave him here. You know, sorry. Maybe is the real pro gamer. They played arcade still being way better. CS will be cooler. Also means Rave is amazing by the road all times. Yeah, I don't know how Rave makes it work. Rave is the real pro gamer. I like seeing as a kid as not as such an asshole. I just think like this is I got like the abridged version of of this um the abridged version of the story, let's say. And from what I know, which is very little, I think Sid is the one I know the least. Um, so Sid, um, I feel like Sid is Barret, but don't worse. Like Barret is better made because they're both against Shinra in the end. And I like the cutscenes with Sid are cool at all, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Cut. Eh. Where is the eh? No, actually, he's got some cutscenes, so it's not. It's better than. It's about here. You know what, Garland? You're no, no, yeah, no. I think Cut could be around here. He's decent. Nanaki and all. Raise daddy issues, dog. It's cool to have a dog in the party. That's plus one. Yeah. I think Red 13, there's backstory and all that. It's captured by Shinra, definitely against Shinra. Uh, oh, I know that one because I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but yeah, there's some funnies in Final Fantasy VII River. My God, I'm a mess. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna rate this guy later. You're gonna like it. Yuffie. I think I'm gonna place here probably not very high. I like her, but not that much either. I think I'm gonna put Yuffie here just because she's kind of funny. I think she's funnier than Sid. Uh, the Wutai stuff. She steals your stuff. She's the mother of glitches, and the Wutai gang. Um, yeah, but I feel like she's there. Also, she doesn't get a lot of cutscenes because since she's kind of optional, just like Vincent, they didn't make cutscenes for them. They don't have voice lines when Ares dies. Vincent gives him no personality. He's just thinking about Lucrezia, and that's about it. It doesn't exist in the game. I'm sorry. Or barely not. Barely exists. Let's see. Steals every material trash, reds and then blah blah blah. Give your Cravens hilarious. 100% fell for the save point. Appeared on that map. Got rightfully punished for it. Here level 3 little breaks really good. True. -1 for that. Your favorite recruit. Same. +1. They don't have FMB cutscenes. Yeah. Lucrezia. And that's all I know. And I think you find him in the is it like it's not a that's not a sarcophagus. It's a coffin inside the same place where you get I don't remember. That one place, remember? Yeah, that's where you find him. Um I don't think like technically all you got is a side quest with him for getting the final weapon thing, and that's all he got. I think in the story, he's pretty much not in the story. He doesn't exist. I'm sorry. I know that he's got side games, but I don't care about side games. I really said it. If you're not in the main game, you don't exist. In the trash. Throw it into the trash. Sephiroth. Um, I don't think I like. Okay, I think I threw Kefka too high, but yeah. So I like more than Cloud, but I have one issue with. Oh yeah. I remember what was my problem with Sephiroth. So I have a problem with Sephiroth. He starts dead, and so maybe I'm being a little bit philosophical. Yeah, that's the thing. That's actually the thing. Well, actually, what you see is like Sephiroth is actually dead. So what you see is the reflection of Sephiroth through Genova, and that's all I understand, right? So I really don't know if they're I don't know like the spin-offs probably develop more that point. Advent Children like Sephiroth revives through some other guy. At the same time, I'm like, is this like what's the point of this Sephiroth? Like, is this I don't know like Sephiroth Genoa some style feels too distant really get attached to for me. I'll take Cackling instead of Kefka myself. Yeah, at least like the thing is yeah like Kefka is a living being. He's got his own thoughts and he's crazy and all that. Like it's a character. For me, Sephiroth is it's the reflection of someone that's already dead that had his conflicts. I really like the things that he does until he dies, and then after that, it's just like it's really I've I I I don't know if it's right to say, but I actually think that well, actually, what you see is Genoa. It's just the reflection of Sephiroth, and I don't really think that's really Sephiroth. And I also think that his character development ends as soon as he dies. Like I don't know, like I don't really feel like he's alive, and he doesn't do anything. It also doesn't make sense that he just falls from the sky and kills Aerith like that, unless it's I don't know. There's many things that are kind of weird from Sephiroth, and in the end, it kind of makes sense for me more that Genoa is an entity almost. Yeah, yeah. Uh, and like his motivations in life, I think they are carried into that Sephiroth that you see. Like that reflection of Sephiroth includes like his goals. His goals are being carried out after he's dead and so on. But yeah, I don't know. There's something there. I didn't like. I like it, but I don't think that's a. I don't know. As a character, I don't feel that impressed. I don't know. As part of the story, I like it, but as a character, I don't think like. I think you said it better than me. I don't feel attached to it as a character. Maybe that's a problem. But Kefka is a living being, and I mean, Kefka is fucking the world himself, and he's having a fun time. But I put it here because I still like things from Sephiroth. I just don't see it as a character either. Squall. Um, Squall. So Squall. I think I had an idea before that I remember. So Squall is very silent. There's some progression with him. He starts being like the idea of Squall is he's someone that doesn't really know how to interact with people. and he doesn't want to depend on anyone, and he eventually learns to he learns to that depending on others is not that bad. Like you can trust others because they, yeah, like something like that. Um, at the same, yeah, like he's not really an asshole. He's just like he doesn't know how to deal with people. I think that I said that somewhere. Um, so I think he's all right. Definitely not cool. I think it's better than Setzer. Maybe. Actually, I don't know if Setzer's too high here. No, that is fine. Yeah, I think he's decent. I don't know if putting in the front. That's about it. I think it's amazing. It's just it's just alright. He's got some character development which I appreciate, especially for a character that's in the spotlight for the entire game, except some parts, which doesn't happen. Yeah, sorry, which doesn't happen with many of the other characters. For example, uh, I don't really remember. Um, forgot her name. Um, um, it's with R. God damn it. Um, Rinoa. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Rinoa. Oh yeah, she's in a coma and stuff. She's rescued, and the rest of the time, I feel like she doesn't do anything. The only portion she's in, she's just part of the love story, which by the way I don't think is very good. Um, it's all right, but it's kind of awkward also, which is fine because I mean Squall is an awkward person, so if the love story is awkward, then it makes sense. But yes, as a character, I don't remember Reno doing anything by herself, to be honest. There's a point that she tries and fails and gets captured by Idea. Good job. Um, Cell is probably one of the best characters in the game because it's funny. Um, and that's about it. He's got some good cutscenes. In terms of story, there's a problem with the characters in Final Fantasy VIII, but I guess it's part of the point, I guess, that in most cases they are kind of interchangeable. Technically, Squall isn't as much, but he ends up being too. So, yeah, I don't feel like they leave too much, except the sections where you have to use them, like the end of no the start of disc number 2. Yes, yes, yes. It's this number 2 where you go to the jail thing, to the prison. That tries to give a sources anti-sources bracelet and fails. Yeah, that's the thing. The the only things we know of those is failing, which is endearing, but not that much. Hot dogs, pan bread. Yeah, the limit breaks. That's the only thing, and also in terms of story, again, they're very interchangeable because you're meant to be switching characters. So in many cases, it doesn't really matter who you have, and they don't try to be in the cutscenes or anything. So I kind of feel like in most of the game, um, they're kind of removed, except some cutscenes, some specific cutscenes. They are around, but even then they don't do much. Um, Zell, I actually like it. The little things he does by himself. I think Selfie also I like the things she does. I don't know why, but that mission with um it's directly after the prison. You go to the missile thing, and she likes trains, and yeah, I think these two are maybe the only ones I these two. I don't think I like any more than the other. And it's just like very small sections where they are the leaders, and that makes enough of a difference. Maybe because Squall is in the in the is the leader of the party for the entire game. Even if you can, I think you can switch him out. But can you? Um, and since they have a little bit of a difference in the personality, they kind of stand out by default. Something that Quistis doesn't do. Um, Quistis has one cutscene. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Renoa is better than Quistis. Quistis, from what I remember, she's got one cutscene. She's got one point where she is in front of a part of the party. Um, she's very forgettable in that section, and her cutscene is basically "I give up." Yeah, and that's what I remember. And so yeah, I really think that Quiz is very much one of the worst characters in the game. And she's got a very good presentation. You see her, and you're like, I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck off. Irvin, I hate Irvin. It's part of one of the worst parts in the plot. And besides that, he doesn't exist. He's always silent. I think he's actually going to the no personality. I mean, he's got personality. He's got more personality than these guys. No, please, no. It's not an A. I think. I think I'm gonna leave airplane there. I'm sorry, Pudor. You're probably gonna send me a pipe bomb to my email. And to remember who said that. Um, Safer, I actually like, but I hate what I did with him. I'm gonna leave Safer there. Safer has a what's it called? Has a character arc that's I feel more interesting than the Squalls, but it also revolves around Squall, so I cannot take um credits from him. Unfortunately, the end of Safer's story is kind of I mean, he tried. He did his best and he failed. And yeah, sad. But I think what I really rather like sorry. I think my problem is that I wish I saw more of Safer. That's it. But he doesn't become the antagonist he was meant to be. He stopped it and strikes. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's cool, but also it's like I don't know, like boy, Odin was such a weakling because he's not even strong when you fight him. Yeah, yeah. Fujin and Raijin. Fujin is the girl, if I remember correctly. So I just um, Fujin and Raijin are the names of gods in Japanese uh, folklore, and Fujin is the god of wind, and Raijin is the god of thunder. So apparently, any sort of media where they introduce Fujin or Raijin, they include the other, and they're always either rivals or like they fight together. In Pokemon Conquest, there is Fujin and Raijin characters, and there is a lot of other stuff from Naruto and what other thing? I know they appear in the Yasha, but they're kind of meh. Anyway, yeah, they exist. I like Fujin a little bit more, but they exist kind of. Let's see. Safer kill the audience stand still. Yeah, Safer just randomly anti-audience kill. Reggie and Fujin are eh. Fujin's caps lock is cruise control for cool. Yes. I just like a little bit more Fujin, but I think okay, the caps lock thing is kind of weird, but I don't know. I guess they're interchangeable actually. Uh, yeah. Speaks in katakana to ever say something serious. Surgeons use their dog or something. Writing is just there. Uh, yeah, I don't know. And Ultimecia. So I have problems with Ultimecia. I feel like Ultimecia shouldn't exist. Um, I kind of wish Ultimecia didn't exist, but I mean, the idea is that there's multiple sorceresses. It's just that maybe since she only appears towards the end, she's introduced before, but I feel like she could be more prominent in some way. Maybe it's I don't know. I feel like maybe not as much, but she's got like a Necron syndrome a little bit. But at least she's mentioned since the portion with the Dia. She's there just as a name at least. I don't remember if it was a name or if they just say like there's there's a what is this called? There's a sorceress from I think they say it from the future that is influencing something or another. When you're fighting, no, when you defeat Edia, I think, and Edia then does a delivery of plot, something like that. There's a point when they kind of mention her. Um, Caps look. Automation is hot. So +1. Yeah. Invader from another time dimension could be cool. Fantasy it is a terrible demonstration of it. She's always there to idea. Doesn't feel good in my opinion. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. Like it's cool in concept and I she's kind of mentioned in some way, but at the same time she's not there. So it I don't know. It could be done better. That's the thing. And she ends up being like not in the game, even if she kind of is. I don't know. And doesn't have any personality. Usually I will throw her in no personality. You know what? Maybe I will. I'm sorry, Ultimecia. But yeah. Zidane. So, Zidane. I know part of the. I think. I know part of the. So one thing, Final Fantasy IX is one of the games I really don't know anything about because I haven't finished it. Barely started it. But I know some things because again, I watched all the Final Fantasy X in a nutshell. Final Fantasy something in a nutshell. Um, I know that Zidane has kind of a Terra thing going on. Um, it's just a little bit more late. Um, like the thing with Zidane is that he's not a normal human being or something like that. Just as Kuja, um, and that's kind of interesting. But I think the problem here is that I really don't know enough of the the things that come around it. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a compromise because I really don't know much about Zidane. I'm gonna throw uh, Zidane. I'm gonna throw him along with Squall. Sorry. Um, I'm just not sure about some details from that. Um, yeah, BB is cool. BB, um, BB presents a philosophical question. Um, yeah, he's kind of trying to live the best, like trying to make the best of his life, something like that. I think it's cool. Steiner, comic relief. I appreciate that, but I don't like him that much. I'm gonna put him with Gar uh, Gilgamesh. My God. And Garnet. I think Garnet is another A. Red Girl. Oh my God, this I really don't know much about Red Girl. Freya. Freya has a boyfriend, I think, and so she's going to no person now. She's got. Oh my God, I really don't know much about Final Fantasy 9. You know what? I'm gonna wing it with this. So I like Freya and Quina. I don't like Quina. Yeah. And Echo is alright. It's better than Garnet, definitely, but still, it's kind of there. This doesn't exist. Kuja is the best boy. I'll throw in here. You know what? No, not better than Tella. Tella is the best. Controversial opinions. No personality here. Yeah, that's definitely him. Sorry. Again, I if I have trouble with Final Fantasy 7, I have even more trouble with Final Fantasy 9. Um, remembering anything at all. But I like the game. I need to play it. Tidus. Um, I actually like Tidus. Um, actually think I'm gonna put him here. So Tidus is annoying at the start. I think he should be weaker, but I also think that as a main protagonist, he doesn't start as strong. Like he's just a little bit fit, maybe. Maybe he should be even weaker. But yeah, like the kind of stuff he does is like cheering and I don't remember what else. And using the sword, which I guess is he's able to use because plot convenience. Um, yeah, and some of the first abilities he gets with his limit are kind of simple. Like the first one is like slice and dice. No, that's the last one. I don't remember. This one is pretty much like just hit twice, and it's different to Cloud's. Like the first one is not Glim Hazard. Is
I don't remember what was the first one from Cloud, but the point is that I feel like Tidus starts being a little bit less impressive or flashy, and I think that that fits well because the idea I think is that he is never touch a sword, but he gets a sword, and he kind of figures out eventually. I'm not sure that makes any sense. Um, but that's besides the point. What I like about Cloud is, I guess, his progression, because I think that he does the. Oh yeah, I'm finally getting here. So, um, which one was it that I was saying that it didn't make sense to me besides Sephiroth? No. Um, so with Tidus, um, who was it? Okay, the thing here is, oh yeah, with Barret. No, it's with Tifa. Yeah. So I say with Tifa that I like that she doesn't say anything. She's kind of covering for Cloud because his friend is her friend, and so on. And I think it makes sense there. But I really got annoyed with Final Fantasy X when Tidus asked them like, so the point is Yuna has to give her life, and everyone knew, and no one told Tidus, and I'm not sure if they were being considered with who exactly, but everyone knew, and they were just going along with it. And the only thing they say is, it was too hard to say it, and yeah, so they are a bunch of cowards. That's what I get. Sorry. Um, I don't know. I really like, and I think Titus there gets, he's kind of pissed off because everyone knew and he was being a moron, and he's very conflicted about it. I really like that portion of the story, and that's kind of when I really started liking Titus. Maybe a little bit more before, and also the ha 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 is also kind of a good thing. It's very funny and very stupid, but that's the point. And yeah, I don't know. I really appreciate Claudius. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put Titus higher. Is it better than this? It might actually be better than them. Titus, I like Titus. Yeah, hahaha is a good scene. It's cringy, but that's the point. I like Tauron. I like Auron, even if um he's about 3 meters away from being part of the background sometimes, but he's kind of the mentor guy. Um, and he's fighting against part of my memories because Auron is one of the characters that I remember. Some one the so I think I said this story before to some of you, but I have a little thing against Final Fantasy X. Although I think I have less of a thing now, because back when I was in high school, I had a friend, a neighbor friend, both things at the same time. I had a kind of a little bit annoying sister that I mean, I guess she was very in love with the Final Fantasy. No, no, well, yeah, she was very in love with Final Fantasy X, and also very in love with PlayStation 2. And she was kind of saying, "This is the best console in the world," and whatever. But she was also kind of, what is it called when you, I don't know, like look how cool look how cool this is and how cool I am, and no, I don't know. I think I'm putting too much sense into that. Anyway, the thing is that Final Fantasy X for quite some time gave like, it's not really a bad memory, but the game kind of gets tainted with it. Like when I think about Final Fantasy X, I remember those things. It's nothing bad. It's just that when someone is a little bit annoying, you that I don't know. You get kind of yeah. Anyway, and I think she really liked Auron. So, but I think Auron is a fine character, and I like his end too. And one of the best lines is Auron. You know what? I'm gonna do this is Xenosaga anyway. I was looking something there. Um, don't think about it. Oh, Auron. Oh, I really don't remember how to. Now this is it. Now is the time to choose. I really like this cutscene. Uh, you know what? The 20-second one.
Now! This is it! Now is the time to choose. Die and be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands.
I love this. I love this part. I don't know why. Like I saw it once. I don't know why it drilled into my brain. Like it's never gonna. It's not living ever. Yeah. I think a part of it is because it feels it's not really off character, but beyond no, like it shows a little bit of Aaron's it's not really personality, but it's like feelings around things because usually Aaron shows himself. There's a time to choose actually top tier trash for Aaron. Now Aaron is cool. I don't think it's gonna be more than cool. But yeah. As you say, he's usually calm and collected. But then when it's things with Leska and things like that, oh yeah, sorry Ozzy. I'm trying to finish. I swear with Final Fantasy X we're gonna finish. Okay. Because after 10 I know nothing. Don't worry, I'll play Lifeline if it's a little bit. I really want to play. But yeah, um, none is the Stella tier. No, I'm sorry, but Stella is the Stella. Um, but yeah, I like. I think that that is a good bit of Auron because it shows maybe his motivations or like the things that are closest to his heart and things like that. And and yeah, like if he was just the stoic guy the entire time, I think it would be trash. But or maybe not trash, but close to. But I think that the times he lets himself show his emotions, I think that makes him better. And yeah, so I think he's a very good character. Riku, I like Riku, but not really because of Riku. It's because of so Riku is also not a character I like because of interactions more than herself. Um, as a character, I like her personality. Is she's kind of I don't know. She's all right. Um, but what I like is the perspective she brings because oh, night night Ozzy. So the thing is, when you have the characters around, Yuna
actually everyone pretty much, um, which kind of makes some of the characters a little bit more redundant. But most of the characters in the party are kind of in the same beliefs because they are part of the what is the religion there? Uh, like the thing with Yemen and so on. Like they have the beliefs and they're kind of religious. Some more than others. We're gonna get to one of them eventually. Um, and Riku is along with Tidus. They're the contrast to that because Riku is from the I forgot the name of the thing. The Albed. She's the Albed, and the Albed are technically like the atheists here, and so Riku is kind of the contrast against them. Is that the voice is making the questions, and she's also the one that brings up the thing with Yuna to the rest of the team. Like, but you know that this is going to happen, and then Tidus blows up. It's like, what? You all knew that Yuna was gonna die, and and that. And I think Riku usually is that voice. She's the one that questions everything, and I really like that part of her. And Tidus is kind of also to that side, but I think Riku asks more questions, or maybe it's not that she asks more questions, but she's more adversarial without being completely adversarial. Like, because she is part of the world, Tidus is just that he's an outsider and he doesn't know anything. But yeah. So I like that part of Riku. I think she's probably one of the most important characters. Maybe not in the story, but in presentation. Like, if you had the story of Final Fantasy X without Riku, probably wouldn't work. Um, or more like you will need Tidus to do more and somehow figure out how to introduce him to many things. Waka, I really like Waka at the start. You might know, yeah. Um, Waka gets very unlikable towards the end, especially. No, it's by the way, it's not poor Waka. Waka or Waka is not a bad guy. But this Waka with double K, he he's the best bro at the start. He's very like I really like, but yeah, he gets not only racist. No, yeah, actually racist. That's the right thing. You're right. Uh, and it gets very annoying. I it uh yeah. I will he's not in a non-personality because he's got one, unfortunately. Maybe he'll be a better character who didn't. Yuna. Yuna I I like Yuna, but she's kind of an airhead. I think she might be neurodivergent, probably. But if you ask the Final Fantasy team, they're probably gonna say no because Japanese people have something against being neurodivergent for some reason. They never accept it. Anyway, I'm talking bullshit. Um, yeah. It's not better than Auron. She's kind of she's kind of the center of the conflict, or more like she's in the middle of the conflict. But I don't really like her as a character. She's kind of bland, but she's got good scenes. Maybe Ares also has good scenes. I'm sorry. Lulu is kind of meh. She's got some scenes that she's also kind of good. As a character, she's likable, but yeah, I just feel like she's kind of in the fringe but she's at least interacting with the story because this is part of the background. And then here across. Sorry, this is an in joke. This is an in joke between me and Muffle. Um, Seymour. He makes very good ham. Um, yeah. Um, he's very hateable, which is good for an antagonist, but at the same time, maybe he will. He, maybe he would need to be a little bit less hateable for being a cream de la crop antagonist. Which Kefka, I mean, Kefka is funny at least, so you you can see him endearing. Seymour is just a creep. um, it's decent, I think. Luckily for the balls. Get back story top tier. Poor Kimari, personality less. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Kimari is really part of the background. Is a background character. He rarely says anything. He's got the fight against his brothers, and the rest is just like I am protecting Yuna. Like he could be replaced by a guard or anything else, like a faceless guard, and it wouldn't change anything, or it will change very little. So yeah, sorry. Seymour, that third fight with him in the mountain was game started to get serious there. Hearts came out too that he doesn't have no part of the sphere grid. Oh, I didn't know. I think no. I think I heard that. Yeah, no, I'm sure you didn't know. Like Umaru becomes a blue mage. Yeah, and the difference is that Umaru is only for technically a variable amount of time, but it's not the entire game, like Kimari. And Kimari doesn't do anything. He says some things, but nothing important. I think. Um, yeah, I gotta leave it there, and that concludes it because from here onwards, I have no idea. Like, I really don't know if I don't even know what the name of these people is. Um, if I skip 12, no 10. Um, yeah, no, I really don't know because then the only things I know is so these people I honestly don't know who they are. I don't understand how Final Fantasy 11 has characters, but I guess they are NPCs, important NPCs. Um, who is this like Chantoto or something like that is the name? I don't even know what their names are. Um, I've seen her or him or whatever. It's a Tataro. Final Fantasy Gacha games recognize some of the characters. Shantoto. Yeah, yay! I know more than I thought. That's enough for me. Shadow Lord. Didn't play 11. I know nothing about him. I played like no. I tried playing once. I installed Final Fantasy 11. Totally legal. Um, and since I think are the servers alive? Are the servers still on? I don't know, but I played in a private server. Sorry. Um, for like 5 minutes, I couldn't I couldn't stand the menus because it's like middle ground between MMO with mouse and keyboard, but you play with controller, and it's very weird. I think you get her as a playable character, but I cannot remember. Like I don't remember her cutscenes at all. I really think that Final Fantasy 11 is a product of its time, but it's
It's very janky. And I Final Fantasy 11 pre-World of Warcraft. I don't think so, but I don't remember. World of Warcraft. I hope there's nothing compromising there. In my World of Warcraft 2004. Final Fantasy 11. Can I get released in 2002? Actually, it is. Damn, Bowser. Goodbye, Bowser. Like Ultima Online, EarthQuest, 511, World of Warcraft. Yeah, yeah. I know that Ultima and EarthQuest came before. That I do know. And then Final Fantasy 11, and wow, wow! I should play Sonic. I don't know if Final Fantasy 11 was pre-WoW. Pre-WoW! Wow! I don't remember what he said. Anyway, but yeah. So Shentoto and probably Dark Lord. And then from 12. So I know the names. This is Ban. This will go here pretty much. I mean, he technically has story. But and Penelo is like she's got lines. But I find it funny the Penelo in the okay, so my main source of information for many things of this pretty much the thing that helps me remember is Final Fantasy in a nutshell, and I find it so funny that Penelo in the Final Fantasy 12 in a nutshell is just a cardboard, a piece of cardboard with her face in it, and yeah, but yeah, this is unofficial. This is not official. If I place them, it will be here because uh they're very outsiders. I guess the idea of Van is that he's your avatar kind of. So blank slate character pretty much. He technically is not a blank slate character, but now here comes the thing. Oh yeah, yeah. This is Baltier. I've heard he's the best character ever. I don't know. This is his companion, Fran. I have no idea what to say about her. She exists, I think. This is Bash. Yeah, this is Bash and this is Ash. I hate these names. I honestly don't know anything about this guy. No, 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 no. Don't go there. And Ash is kind of right, I think. But I think Baltier is better, from what I heard. This is Mr. Knuckles, and he is the antagonist of Final Fantasy 12 too. I really don't know who this guy is. He's the best around. I think this is the evil guy, but I don't remember anything of that. Sorry, Bane, but bad guy. Chewbacca, her voice their accent is rad. Yeah, I mean, the bunny girl is like Hawuka. But I'm not rating that. I swear. Then lining is model. Allegedly, she's based off a model, like a fashion model. I don't remember anything about them. Snow is a stupid idiot. This is comic relief because he's black. Sorry, I swear, I swear that's not meant to be. Um. Anyway, this is the kid. I didn't really know anything about the kid. This is Vanille, I think. Is she your sister or is someone else? And this is Pain 2. Actually, where's X2? I don't know. Actually, this is Liberty in Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, it's even, yeah. This Liberty because it's Australian lady who's gay. I mean, anyway, and this is the Pope. Um, what the heck is this? Who is this? This Hatsune Miku, and this is the Pope too. And okay, this is 15. Uh, this is Noctis. This is Ichigo. This is Ignis, I think. Ah, this is Prompto, the photograph. This is the cook, and this is. He doesn't do anything, right? He's just bulky guy. But he doesn't have any hobbies or anything in the game. This is Mr. Sword Guy, and this is Waifu, and this is. Is this a boy or a girl? Is this Miss Freya? Which one is Freya here? Maybe they didn't put it. And this is the evil guy. I know this is the evil guy because I keep mistaking him for like right here he looks like Irvin version 2, but he's different. It's like Irving older. And that's Final Fantasy tier list. Gladio is the name of the guy, yeah. I forgot. That's the end of the list.